Hi there, Brian here. It's Monday evening. It's not as cold and windy today. Thank goodness for that, because I apologise for the noise. It was pretty hard to hear what I was saying yesterday. So the cut to the chase for today, among the things that I encounter a lot when I'm talking to people is quite a significant lack of understanding about the complexity of the body and how it works. Now, not all of it is, if we look through the knowledge base of cultures and look through let's say the cultural understanding of the body through different perspectives, we find that there's common threads. So some of the concepts that are very evident in, say, Ayurvedic and Chinese medicine are more absent in Western medicine as it's practiced today. Yet there is some recognition that there is a connection. So if we're talking the concept of an emotion and how an emotion might be connected to an organ, that's a very solid concept in Chinese medicine. And within chiropractic there are, if you like, knowledge bases that actually go to that Chinese medicine knowledge and then bring it into a holistic, neurological, functional, structural concept of how the body works. And if you look at the body from a more physiological understanding and looking at how, say, nerves flow down the spinal cord and then exit at each level of the vertebra and then go out and supply the organs and the muscles and the skin and all your senses, so the fact that you can feel it's hot or cold, vibration, soft touch, light touch, then bundled into that nerve set before they exit to do their specific jobs. They're all running down the spinal cord in groups but together. So they run in groups and they are called, sensory or motor. Some of them run to the organs. Now when they come back to the junction box at the spinal level, there is actually a level at which they are bled into a single nerve bundle which is called the spinal cord. Now the understanding is that a certain amount of the neurotransmitters actually, if there is overexcitement, say you've had a very sugary meal, it's very yummy, and so the pancreas is working double time to keep up with the insulin needs. And that actually will be working so hard it actually sends information back to the brain it needs to, so that to tell the brain what's going on and to prep other systems for the sudden rush of sugar that's going to hit the bloodstream. It's going to do it's doing its best to bind that sugar with insulin and park it inside tissue, muscles if you're active and into fat tissue if you're not. Now that means that there's this constant rebounding of information and it's saying, look, I've got the blood sugar lower and it seems to be passing through digestion and I'm going to have the afternoon off because I've worked really hard. Now you may find at that time that you actually, if someone touched you in the middle of your back between your shoulder blades at around T6, that will be tender to the touch, but it may not feel anything other than someone touched it. Now on any other day it wouldn't be sensitive, but after that very sugary meal it is. Now that's what's called viscerosomatic, so where the organs are affecting the structure. Now we know that physiologically, if you look at the body, this is a connection. Now nobody has done a lot of research around it. There has been research done, it's not always widely published, it wasn't drugged by a drug company, but it's not often widely understood. And for that reason there's often a lack of understanding that one thing affects another. So what I want to do in a video series that I'll make available through a sales offer shortly is actually a set of videos that are going to help you understand better how the body works as a holistic system and how everything has this feedback connection. So when you get a lot of information from an organ system, it will often cause the back pain. Now most women would know that during their period they'll often get a sore low back. Now everyone knows it's going on, and they may take a Nurofen, they may take an anti-inflammatory drug, an NSAID or an ibuprofen, they may use a hot water bottle, they may do yoga. Now when I see a woman who's having the end of her cycle, and I do a particular adjustment, the pain in the back and the bloating and the discomfort in the stomach will often subside within minutes. It will feel easier. And that's actually resetting some of that neurological feedback loop and releasing some of that congestion almost neurologically. When you adjust a joint, you actually reset the proprioception. So for me to help you understand how these things are connected is what I want to do in a series of clips, but also make them available in a condensed video series that you can look at your leisure. And I'm pretty excited because I know that if you have a better understanding, quite often you might think, oh, my back's sore because I just had, a very sweet meal, or yeah, I've had that pain under my ribs and around the back is because I've just had, a really heavy to digest meal, or, I'm very upset about something and people talk about liver anger and gallbladder resentment, and they do show up in our language, in Western language, English language, so we'll talk about butterflies in your stomach, and they've got a lot of gall to say that. So we do have some concept of a connection between organs, emotions and the body. So I'm going to dig into this with you over the coming weeks, and that will make it easier for you to understand your body. And if you want it in a condensed and organised form, there'll be a video series that you can buy, because knowledge is power, and if you understand your body better, you'll tend to make better decisions about how you approach life and what choices you take when you're at the breakfast table. So I'm going to run away, I'm going to process this and upload it, and it's very nice that you can hear properly today, and I look forward to catching up with you soon. All the best, bye.